This is Talking Bullish, your Bradford Bulls fan podcast. With your hosts, Laura Micklefield and Alan Raisin.
This week, we're going to have a chat about the season launch that happened this week. Talk about some new signings that we've had since the last time we've been on. And then go on to do a game of Bull or No-ble. Hello, Alan.
Hey Laura, how are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. It's a bit boring without any Bulls matches, isn't it?
Yeah, well, deep into the off-season now, but a few trickles of news coming through, and obviously, we mentioned the other week we got our season tickets, but there was a season ticket event just yesterday. Unfortunately, neither of us went, other commitments, but how have you been? What's going on in the world of the Bulls?
Yeah, a few things coming through. I mean, we sat just before we started recording this saying, is it worth doing another recording? Do you think people will want to listen? But we thought, surely we can talk for about half an hour about random stuff to do with the Bulls. So I know, obviously, it's not as exciting to listen when there's no matches on, but there is plenty of news coming out of the Bulls at the minute. So, yeah, the season launch, obviously, we both missed it, unfortunately. It was streamed online as well, but I was actually at the theatre, so I couldn't look or see anything to do with it at all. Did get a couple of text messages from my nephew having selfies with Robbie Hunter-Paul and Kurt Haggerty, so I think he was pretty chuffed to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I was during the weekend, I was thinking, maybe I should, try and get along, and then I see that the tickets sold out in 13 minutes.
Yeah, not quick enough, Alan.
No, definitely not. But good that it was well attended. I think it was quite a small venue.
Yeah, I don't know. I think did they say about 200 or 300, something like that?
Right.
I'm not too sure, but it's good that it sold out so quick. Obviously, that's why they made the decision to live stream it, which is also, I think, a good idea, because I think there were plenty of fans that were interested in watching it as well. So, sounds like it was a good night. Feedback I've heard from it. I haven't had much of a chance to speak to my dad or nephew about it, but I think it was enjoyable. I think plenty of, obviously, talk with the squad, and like I say, my nephew sending me a couple of selfies through, so he's obviously having a fun time doing the meet and greet with the players and with Robbie Hunter-Paul, the legend that he is. It's see if anyone wants to drop us a comment about if you were there and how it was and what kind of went on. Please let us know, because we'd be interested. I will try and catch up with it on the live stream at some point.
It'll just be on Bulls TV, I guess.
Yeah, I think they've got the pre-recording on there, so can watch it later on. But it would have nice been there, and I would have liked it. But other commitments, unfortunately.
Yep. So they've revealed the new home kit, haven't they? Some nice pictures of the team in a pub.
Yeah, I think it was filmed at the Top House, wasn't it, near Odsal? I think cool. So, yeah. So it's good with some of the fans in there and stuff. I thought it was a really nice photo shoot for that. But what was extra nice was the kit. I think the shirt is lovely. What do you think, Alan?
Yeah, it looks good to me. Nice and traditional. The V lines and the nice whites, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's feeling like really retro. I think it looks a lot like the 2001 kit. I think it was 2001 anyway.
I wouldn't know.
That have a look back. And I remember at the time I really did like that kit as well. And I think some fans online I saw were saying that they seem to be bringing back the collars on them. Which, I don't know if it obviously will suit me as much, but, I'll make the sacrifice. But, it would be nice. The thing is now, it's so nice that I've got the conundrum of which one do I buy, because I really like all the kind of choices for the away shirt as well, apart from one, which, again, we'll wait and see which one it is. So it's a decision for me now which one, unless, people are really kind to me at Christmas, and maybe I'll get both.
Well, maybe we shall put our lists in and...
let's hope Santa's kind.
Yeah.
So there's been a few more signings since last time. No surprise. I think we said we'd talk on the pod, and then probably 2 minutes later something would happen. And I think pretty much every day since then it felt like, well, not so much. It has slowed down slightly. But yeah, the latest signings come out as soon as we kind of recorded was that Ock has decided to stay. Thoughts on that, Alan?
Well, obviously, Ock's a great player, so yeah, very pleased with that. So we, know how he operates, and hopefully the step up to Super League won't be too hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that. I hope he thrives in Super League. I know, obviously, he came from Hull FC originally, so he was playing in Super League anyway, but it wasn't really working out for him. But I do think he's really settled at the Bulls. I think obviously being in the environment around the team and the squad at the Bulls has really brought the best out of him, and hopefully that'll carry forward back into Super League and he'll play some of his best rugby for us. Let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope so. And then we've got Connor Wynne also signing. Don't know anything about him.
Yeah, so Connor played for us, I want to say 2 or 3 seasons ago.
Okay.
Anyone on the comments, feel free to give me the actual dates or correct me on stuff like this. I haven't done too much research prior to talking, but I remember that he did come on loan to us, and I think he was playing for Hull FC at the time, if I remember rightly. He'd come on loan for, I feel like it was nearly a season. Maybe it wasn't, maybe it was less than that, but he was there for a while. And then I think after that is when he signed for Featherstone. So obviously he's been with Featherstone since then. I maybe think 1 or 2 seasons. Again, not too sure. But he's come back. So again, it's one of those trends again, like I was talking about last week when I was kind of going through the squad that we got and saying that a lot of them are players that are returning. And obviously he fits into that category. So yet again, another player wanting to come back and play for the Bulls, which in my eyes is only a good thing. So pleased to have him back. And speaking of Featherstone players, we've also signed Caleb Akins. So he, I think he's a really quality player. I know obviously he's played Championship, but he's also played in the NRL. Cool. So hope to see a lot from him. I think he's got some fast pace, and I think it also gets a bit of competition for the fullback position with Hooley, which I think is what we need. Like I think when we were talking last time we were on, we were kind of just covering all the positions. Just now we're kind of bolstering the squad to kind of make it that we've got competition for all those positions now, which is good to see. So pleased to see him.
Yeah, and so sorry, what positions do Connor and Caleb play? So
Connor, he can do fullback, I think, but he's usually centre. I think primarily. I think that's where I imagine that he'd be put. But I think he can go in several positions, but I think either it'll be probably centre, and Caleb is fullback.
All right, great. And then we've got another few as well. Ed Chamberlain.
Yes, Ed Chamberlain. Yes, it's your posh accent, Alan.
Well, no, it's just how it's written. Ed Chamberlain.
Yeah. So Ed Chamberlain, he's on loan.
Oh, you've got an extra E. It's not on that graphic.
Oh, there you go then.
So I would have said Ed Chamberlain if.
It's my fault then, Alan. I thought you were just being posh.
Yeah.
We'll get you being a northerner yet soon.
All right.
No, it's my fault for just spelling things wrong when I've written my notes. But anyway, so Ed Chamberlain has come on loan. So this is the first loan signing. Which I don't really know why it's a loan, but I'm here for it. It's a year's loan though, I think. So I don't know about the kind of clause in it, whether he can be recalled back to parent club or not. But I think what I read up on him is that I think he's been struggling with injuries. So I don't know if it's kind of a rehab thing to get him back playing to his best to send him to us. I'm not sure. Could be wrong with that. But still, I think he's an Ireland international. So there were promising international players, and that's some. I know people have been moaning, saying, where are these world-class players? Well, Ireland is a part of the world, and that is, he's an international player, so there you go.
Top observation there, Laura.
Thank you.
And then I see him in this photo in a Hull FC jersey, so that's where he's come from, is it?
Yes, I think he's currently at Hull FC. For some reason, I think I was under the impression that, I don't know why, in my head, I thought he was a prop, but apparently he is also centre.
Okay.
when I've read up on him. I think it's just because he looked quite big and tall. But obviously, we know our wingers and our edges are big and tall anyway, so I probably could have assumed that he was. But I think, he primarily plays centre as well. So, that's more competition in that position. But I think he is a bit of a utility player as well, so I think he can play like centre, wing, loose forward, as far as I'm aware anyway. So it'd be interesting to see where he slots in. My thoughts are that maybe they are thinking of him as one of the kind of first choice players when the squad numbers do eventually get released. My only thoughts on that is because he's on loan, so I don't understand why you'd loan a player and not play them.
Yeah,
but
I suppose so.
That's just my thoughts. I don't know. But and then we had Dan Russell. So Dan Russell is a PNG international. So yet again, another international world player.
Yeah, Papua New Guinea definitely in the world.
In the world,
yeah.
So I think it's just because I've seen so much online being like, we've been promised like world-class players. It's like, well,
yeah. Good nation, good rugby nation as well.
Yeah, so there you go. You've got two there that I've mentioned. There's already Joe Keys. He's plays for Ireland. Yeah. There were obviously Andy Ackers. He played for England. So Ronan's he's not been announced yet though, has he actually, or has he left?
Oh,
don't know. Oh no, we've not got Ronan, have we?
Podcast.
Sorry?
I've heard his podcast recently. He didn't. I think he was still talking about being with the Bulls. So hopefully he's.
Wait and see about that one then. Yes, so we have got some international players. And then the last one to be announced was announced at the event yesterday, which is the signing of Ryan Sutton. So as a newly inaugurated Rugby League fan, Alan, you probably don't know who he is.
Not a clue.
But Ryan has been in the rugby scene for a while now. He was a really good player and has been playing down in the NRL. So it's a really good signing. I think it's one that kind of people are impressed with, and he's a good forward, and will be definitely appreciated in the pack, I think. And I think when people were thinking we'll be signing all these top players from all these squads, which I think, well, I don't know, you're going to do that in 2 weeks before the season starting, or pre-season starting, sorry. But he is actually a top class player. So really happy with that one. Fantastic.
So looking like quite a good squad already.
I'm quite happy with the squad. I see a lot online, and a lot of people seem really unhappy. There seems to be, I don't know what kind of people do expect. I get that, like I say, if you said like we're going to do world class players, people are thinking of your like players from probably Australia, like in Australian squad, or obviously England, Samoa, like you kind of top competing teams, New Zealand. Sorry, I missed out. But at the same time, there are international players we've signed, and also a lot of the players we've signed, like we say, it's either people who we know who've come back. And I've like looking through the screenshot of the players that obviously they released, and I saw a lot of other kind of fans from other teams being like, "Oh, it's a really good squad if you're building for a good championship squad." But in fairness, like anything can work when obviously you put a new squad together. And when you look at kind of the players we've signed, yes, we've signed 3 from championship sides, but everybody else has been signed from a Super League side.
Yeah.
And the 3 championship players, obviously, was Brandon Douglas, who, when you hear from the Halifax fans, seemed absolutely gutted because he was head and shoulders way above the rest, being kind of one of their best players. So to me, yes, will he handle the step up to Super League in a full-time environment? Sounds like he's a player that would do so. There's Caleb Akins in there that was obviously mentioned, and Connor Wynn. And Connor used to be in Super League and has only recently kind of stepped down to Championship. And Caleb used to be in the NRL. So it's not a squad of Championship players. And if you kind of look at the other Championship squads that are going up as well, the majority of their players are probably the players they've already got, which are Championship players. It's people are saying this is the argument to say there's not enough talent for 14 teams, but don't knock them. They've not even played yet.
No, indeed, and don't forget, obviously we were pushing at the top of the championship last season. I think when we were in the cup, we had a decent run against some Super League teams. Maybe not their strongest squads, but we should have a chance with a few new faces, lots of new experience. So hopefully it's all good.
Yeah, I think it will be. I'm pleased. Like I say, I don't think you're going to put like a top tier squad together in this short amount of time, but I'm really pleased with who we signed, and I'm really happy that obviously these players want to play for us as well. Yeah. And you got to get behind the team. And like I say, sometimes people can gel, and on paper they might not be the strongest kind of choices, but when they're actually in their prime, or if they're playing to the kind of best they can play, they will be up there competing. So yeah, I'm fully behind them, which I think most Bradford fans will be. I think we've got a tendency in rugby league, as any fan base, not just the Bulls, to kind of moan about things and expect more than you're getting, but at the same time we will definitely get behind them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it should be a good squad, and I mean, if you want better, you've got to get your hands in your pockets.
So one of our regular listeners did get in touch about the Bulls squad builder. Just to remind everyone that if you want a better player for Christmas, you can affect that, and as Laura says, put your hand in your pocket. You can contribute to the squad builder and augment the pool of money that is used for player salaries and things.
Yeah, I know a couple of the signings that's come through recently. I've gone for the for the thanks of the squad builder members, and it's due to them that we've been able to keep hold of players or sign new players. So it's definitely worth looking into. I know my dad has just signed up as a new member, so shout out to him, you see. If you can afford it, obviously, like, I'm not going to sit here being hypocritical. I know myself, I am not a member, and I am sorry, but it's just obviously it's something I kind of can't afford at the minute, but if you can, please do it, and it'll be great to go towards it.
Yes, I was going to say, don't be fooled by the fact we now have more Super League revenue, but we still need the support of the squad builder.
Yes, definitely. I think, more central funding is only a good thing, but the fans getting behind it as well.
Stadium to invest in as well.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Oh, well, we did hear, actually, I don't know if it's rumour or been confirmed, but I heard that they weren't going to be doing Speedway at Odsal anymore.
Yeah, the stock car racing, it was...
stock cars? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's bizarre, because I thought that kind of not the premise of like staying there, but I thought there was some sort of deal as if we were needing to stay at Odsal, that we had to have the revenue from them using Odsal as well.
Yeah.
But I heard recently, I think it was from my nephew, I think he'd seen something online and he told us saying that it's definitely been confirmed that they're not going to be there next year. But I've not seen it myself, so I don't know if this is rumour or fact. If anyone listening does have information on if this is rumour or fact, it would be great to know, because it makes me think, obviously, with the kind of things that Jason's been hinting towards in the kind of the speeches he's been doing, is it that we're going to get some brand new corners for the pitch? That would be nice. Yep. Getting it back to kind of the size that it was before, and have some proper corners on there. I mean, in fairness, the Odsal corners, you've never seen them, Alan, but when they were there before, they used to
quite
kind of
slopey.
Slope up at the edges. Quite good if you're putting a neat little grubber into the corner there to bounce back at you. But yeah, so they've never been traditional corners, shall we say, at Odsal. But it would be nice to think that maybe they can make some improvements on the pitch. But at the same time, I know everybody seems to moan about it, but it does meet regulation, and I know people who lose seem to have a moan about it, but we've also lost on it, and both teams have to play on it. So at the end of the day, as long as there's a pitch there and there's people playing on it and people watching and enjoying it, let's stop moaning about it.
Yes, but at the same time, the better it can be looked after, the better for the team, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I know I'm saying we should stop moaning, but I'm the first one to say I know Odsal does need a lot of work, but I do really love it. I do love Odsal, and there's part of it that is a bit of nostalgia. I suppose it's like the whole rebrand that we were talking about last time we were on, that some people are like, don't change things, I don't like it. It's probably the same with Odsal, but it really does need a bit of change. But I did see actually that they seemed to have painted the walls outside.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and that made it look a lot smarter. So, a bit of a lick of paint round there, and I'm sure there's loads of volunteers that go in and help out as well. I know they give a big shout out to volunteers that go do things for the club as well. So yeah, big props to them for helping out, because obviously it's anything that improves how we look and how we are, and to attract new fans such as yourself, Alan. It's always a good thing. Speaking of that.
That's a very good segue.
Thank you. Yeah, speaking of that, I've just seen on X that there is a referral scheme. Apparently this was mentioned at the launch yesterday. Obviously wasn't there, but I've seen that, there's an incentive for current fans. If you get a new fan to join as a season ticket holder, you get £20 to spend in the store. So I'm a bit like, does this count if you've already done it? Because I've been at you, Alan, to get a season ticket, and you finally gave in.
I did.
So I'm hoping that there's a £20 voucher coming my way.
Well, if not, then we definitely need to get in contact with the right people.
Yeah, I might have already sent a little message to
Just
the
to
Bradford
remind them.
Bulls saying, does this count even if you've already done this, or is it just from now onwards? So hopefully I'll benefit from that. And
you might get both your tops.
Yeah, definitely. I might be able to buy both of my tops. Yeah, if I get that extra £20 towards, you never know. Yeah. Just as I'm talking now, my phone has buzzed in my hands with this is like breaking news,
wow.
Which it won't be by the time you're listening, but it is breaking news as of now. That youngster Jacob Bateman will continue his development in the Betfred Championship in 2026, joining Dewsbury Rams on a season-long loan. So that's obviously confirmation that he's definitely still with us.
Okay, right.
Which is good. So it's good that he's definitely still with us, because I don't think he'd actually been on the squad list that we'd been through. I think he was one what I had in the... Yeah, so I had him as contracted but not confirmed by the Bulls. So obviously that confirms, yes, he is still a Bulls player and he's staying with us. But obviously he's going on a season-long loan out into the Championship. But yeah, that'll be good. I think it'll... He's obviously a young... up and coming forward, and I think the extra season in this Championship will definitely put him in good stead to be competing for Super League Rugby next season.
Yeah, so that's our roundup of the news. So now, Laura, you have prepared a bull or no-ble for me, which we will definitely be continuing with throughout the coming season, despite Brian No-ble, its namesake, stepping back from coaching duties. So he's always going to be a club legend. So
he's still involved in the club, and he's a club legend. And like we're doing it for the fans. Alan, that's it. Yeah. All two of you that listen a week in, win out. No, we've not been doing too bad on the listens, to be fair. And honestly, thank you to every one of you that does listen, because. We like chatting about the Bulls, and we like if people like to listen on it. And it's been lovely this time, to be fair. The last one we put out seemed to have a lot more likes and comments and a bit of more interaction, which was lovely. So obviously, if you do want to drop us a message or anything, please do. Please comment. So yes, on to the Bull or No-ble. So last week, I say whenever we were on last time, you ruined it. But this week... I think this might be all right, because you kind of already alluded to the fact that you knew nothing about this. So,
I've got no chance.
So in the true form of how I pick my Bull or No-ble questions, we're going with the news of the latest signing for the Bulls. Okay. So these questions, or statements, sorry, every week I say questions, I mean statements, are about Ryan Sutton. Oh. So hopefully you didn't do your research on Ryan Sutton.
Absolutely not. I was hoping you were going to say Jade Knockenball.
So yes, 3 statements about Ryan Sutton. One is no-ble, and no, sorry, 1 is bull.
Yeah.
1 is I do this every time. 1 is bull, 2 are no-ble. So spot the incorrect statement.
Okay.
Right, are you ready, Alan?
I am.
Statement number 1. Ryan Sutton has always played at the top level of the game, either in Super League or the NRL. Statement number 2. He has spent 7 years in the NRL. Statement number 3. He was born in Wigan and played for them in Super League.
Well, yeah, a nice array of statements there.
Thank you.
Well, what's his name again?
Ryan Sutton. But
Ryan.
yeah, in fairness, I thought you might have done a bit of research, so like I did make them a little bit harder, but seeing as you didn't do any, then yeah, you'll probably just have to do a total guess.
Yeah, okay, so Sutton, that sounds, could be a Wiggany name.
A
Okay.
Wiggany name, yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Sutton, yeah. So I'll go peg that in as a true one.
Yeah, Wiggany name, Sutton.
Yeah. And then
Says the Southerner. You've been here for long enough, though, Alan.
I know,
We've
that's
adopted
true.
you now.
Yeah. Well, there is actually a Sutton down south as well. So
Oh well, there you go. You see, I wouldn't know. I don't venture out of the the northern part of England.
No. So 7 years in the NRL. That's quite a long career. So, but potentially, and then never dropped down into the second tier of any league. So, I am going to say that he hasn't played in the NRL for 7 years.
You are incorrect,
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Oh.
But it was a hard one, seeing as you didn't know anything about him. So yes, he has spent 7 years in the NRL. He went in 2019 and he was with the Canberra Raiders until 2022. And then from 23 to 25, he's played for the Canterbury Bulldogs.
Lovely.
So there you go. The other true statement you were correct about, it is a Wiggany name, it turns out. And yes, he was born in Wigan and he played for them in Super League. So he played for them from 2014 to 2018 prior to going down to the NRL. So obviously that's his whole career, which makes you think that the other statement would also be true. But it says, I said that he's always played at the top level of the game in either in Super League or NRL, even though he's been always contracted by a Super League or NRL team. He actually played 3 matches on loan to Workington in 2015. So I were a bit cruel there.
No,
But if you'd have done a bit of research, then you might have known. You see, so I was trying not to make it
the
too
more
easy.
likely one, to be fair.
Yeah. So, but yeah, good effort there, Alan. So you're just totally taking a shot in the dark. But yeah,
That Wiggany name.
that Wiggany name did it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's your turn to think of some for me next time.
I shall. So next time we should know the fixture list for the season.
Yeah, that'll be good to have a chat about.
Yep. And obviously there might be some more news, hopefully.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some more signings. I think we mentioned maybe 2 or 3 more in the pipeline, and I think they'll always be looking to strengthen anyway. So, but yeah, I'm excited. It's pre-season's back underway, I think. So.
Yep. Oh, we didn't even mention the trip to Doncaster that we'll have in January, but
oh, of course, yeah. So I think last week I mentioned the Leeds trip, which I think we will be going to now.
Yep.
And yeah, there's a trip to Doncaster as well for a pre-season friendly. So I don't know if it's just the 2, if there's any more to be announced, but yeah, like we said, I won't be too sad if there's not, because we did have far too many games before the season starts last time. But in fairness, I am missing it. Like.
Yeah,
Sundays just aren't the same, or Friday nights aren't the same. It's just what do I do in my life when the rugby's not on? That's why we have to do this podcast, just to to keep the juices flowing.
We do it for you, the listener, and we do it for us, just so we can talk about rugby.
Yeah, we'd do it anyway, probably. But no. But like I say, thanks again. Leads us into thanks again for listening. So,
Indeed.
Yeah, thanks again for listening. You can catch us on most of the podcasting.
Platforms,
that's the word I'm looking for. Thanks, Ellen. Or on YouTube. And please, if you want to get in touch, we're on most social media. We've also got an email as well, so you can send us emails through or drop us messages if you want us to give you a mention or talk about something, then let us know. More than happy to do that. And again, we're happy to have guests on as well. So if you're interested and you want to come and talk some bull with us, some bullish, get in touch.
Absolutely. So, don't get too bored during the rest.
You wanted to say, come on, you bulls,
well,
didn't you?
Yeah. What do I say in the absence of come on, you bulls?
Yeah, run with the bulls.
Run with the bulls.
That's
so continue running with the bulls.
Let's continue running with the bulls.
Even when there's not much going on.
Yeah.